all of them, they always found the name of the column, all different names, and they on the side all different tables. Can I collect all the other pieces of bricks also? Now, I like to tell you why I like to collect all the other pieces of bricks also, because to me, I can say, all these pieces of bricks, they are all technology of war, and they are ending, I can say. But especially American Coca-Cola for the collectors I am. Now, why I say I collect American Second World War Coca-Cola, because all of them, they all stamp the name on the bottom, all different names, and they on the side all different titles. Can I say, why can't I collect American Second World War Coca-Cola bottles? I do. Then I collect within 39 years, almost 40 years collecting, and I'm very proud of it. I became the best Coca-Cola bottle collectors in Vanuatu, also in the Pacific. I don't pursue that my collection. I have 346 different names, Solomon Island, Annapolis, and 7 in New Guinea, Havanah. But what the one of my collectors says, they reckon must be 1,000 or 500 different names. But in the States in America, is only 50 states in America, now 51 states in Puerto Rico. How many three men like to show you what I'm talking about? Different names, the program one. I only display the program one, but I keep the complete one, it's my collection. And I understand you from Australia. If you're from Australia, you might see me before you come to Vanuatu. I'm going to tell them about my little collection. I'm going to get away and play outdoors. But they call it talking entry program. You can find me and also keep an eye. I'm going to come out on Australian National Geography. Also, I already come out on Australian magazine. The title of magazine it is Inside the Wall, Best Garages, Caveman Space. I'm in there. Yeah, I'm very proud. I start from this one. Providence, Rhode Island. Chicago, Illinois. Reno, Nevada. The other one here. San Diego, California. And San Francisco, California. And Ellensburg, Washington. Hang on, show you another few more. The other one here says, Patterson, New Jersey. The other one here says, Modesto, California, and Petaluma, California. Come on, I'll show you another few more. This one says, Tacoma, Washington, and Redding, California, and more and more and more. Now, but the earliest date of this bottle, earliest date, is the 16th November 1915. 1915 is the earliest date of this bottle, and they stopped making it in 1944. 44, the end of the Second World War, they turned to it anymore. They stopped making this bottle, but history anyways in Havanah, in Georgia, I repeat, in Georgia. They started with Coca-Cola in 1700, but it is a good cocaine. It is a good cocaine right in 1923. Christmas Day, they changed the flavor. They took the cocaine out. I think you know cocaine more than I know. Yeah. But the white Coca-Cola bottle is very, very popular, especially in Vanuatu. Very popular bottle in Vanuatu. Why? Because one of the poem in South Africa, the title of the poem is God Must Be Crazy. God Must Be Crazy, a very, very funny poem in the war with the Bushman of the Kalahari. I got 3 part 1, part 2. I buy 3 already, once part 2, 3, because I have 9 grandchildren crazy on a strike for many of them. Yes, this is Australian country rum bottle 1941 in South Australia. Australian beer bottle 1942 in South Australia. And this is New Zealand beer bottle ABC 1907. And this is New Zealand Sal Alpolo. And American beer bottle. Yeah, Canada Dry. Canada Dry. You might know Canada Dry more than I know anyway. And this is the perfume of any St. Paul, I can tell. Perfume of St. Paul, I can tell. One of their glass syringe. Glass syringe not like today. It's a plastic syringe. After this, into the rubbish. But this one is a glass. They used to boil it with the water. And you see the can ever last what they call sterilized English word. You know more than I know English word, sterilized. And this is one of the after saving. Allspice. I think we all know allspice anyway. And one of their medicine bottle. Now, this medicine bottle, ladies and gentlemen, I won't forget the color of the bottle. When I am 6 or 7 years old in my time, sometime when we at home, the chief come and talk to my father. Then I'm listening. He said, bring all your children to church. Missionary come. We're going to have the medicine. Yeah, the time must be this machine. And I know the cut of the bottle very well. And I know the test. You know what I'm doing by the time? Run away. This is a castor oil bottle. Sometimes when my mother took me to the church, but my aunt is very sharp. When I saw the blue bottle, I'm getting wild already, but my mother held me tight, so I ran away. I won't forget that. I won't forget. So when propeller, the name of the plane is for sale. Then propeller, you might not go there, I know. And this is one of my new idols. This one it is one of the Spitfire plane, manifold exhaust. You know more than I know. And it is another manifold exhaust. This one, ladies and gentlemen, it is one of the first, I repeat my word, one of the first helicopter fly in the United States of America in 14 September 1939. After winter war started on 4 September. After 10 days, the man put his hand in his helicopter. It is one of the Russian expatriated in the U.S. And the name of the helicopter is a Sikorsky. Now, Sikorsky is not an American word. It is a Russian word. It means police helicopter. You might know more than I know, but I can read a lot. Police helicopter, manifold exhaust, Sikorsky. And another manifold exhaust is a Crown F4 Wildcat exhaust. Wildcat, it is a bomber plane by the time manifold exhaust. There are Penny, or the nickname is a pineapple. We all know pineapple anyway. And they're big bullet cells. And the aircraft machine comes with the caliber Browning, and this is Browning cell bullets, you know more than I know, gentlemen. And a piece of fighter plane bomb release back to its bomb. And a piece of plane factory. And bomb cell got the bomb down, and a piece of Catalina Ireland, a piece of fighter truck spring, and old cherry can. Piston and liner. It is a Detroit. Two-stroke diesel engine for all American engine. But they still make them in Australia. It's a GM. GM is a General Motor. You know more than I know General Motor. And this is one of a piece of plain cast mask. Plain cast mask, you know, cast mask more than I know. And I saw you another few things more. This is a U.S. Navy spoon, U.S. Navy fork, U.S. Navy torchlight, U.S. Navy man's tray. One of the U.S. Army drinking cup, you know, drinking cup more than I know. And this is their water canal. What it says in here, U.S. 1918. Means for the First World War after, and they used again in 1942. 1918, and the U.S. Army plate and plate cover, you know more than I know. And this is one of their Japanese binoculars. But I don't know how these binoculars get in here, I do. This is the U.S. asset pearl, because by the time most of the submarine they use pottery, and this is their asset pearl. A piece of a water pump, a piece of a length of 10. Now, talking about 10, this harbor have 16 marine boys. In Boardville I have 12 marine boys. I can say quite a lot of ships. And this is one of their joining circle. Like if you run out of your cable, and you want to join your cable, this is a kind of circle you have to use. I am an ex-British Marine, I know this one very well. Now lastly, ladies and gentlemen, I like to tell you why do I do this to me. I can say many, many times, many people in this world, they don't like to know, or they don't want to know the history. I can say and I believe, but I can say history is very, very important to know. I mean, I have my own history, you all have your own history. But this is Second World War history. And all our children will read about the Second World War and will know about the Second World War. Because the Second World War, it is the largest war in this world, especially in the Southwest Pacific, in the Coral Sea. And by the time we read about Vanuatu in the New Hebrides time, I repeat my word, Vanuatu in the New Hebrides time, New Hebrides became one of the major supply points for the Central Pacific campaign. Australia, New Zealand, US, they were together here. This is their base, the only base here, and go to the Solomon, New Guinea, and back here. To their practicing, exercising, damage to sea, damage to plane, repair, and back to Solomon and New Guinea, and back here, that's what they do. And there is a 26 squadron in Vanuatu, 78 squadron in Solomon, 88 squadron in New Guinea. I can say quite a lot of people. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. It is a tricky question. Can I ask you? Can any one of you tell me how many people in one squad? How many people in one squad? In 1700 and 1800, they used the color. In 1700 and 1800, they used the color. White squadron, blue squadron, red squadron. All right, in 1900 they used the number. Can anyone of you tell me how many people in one squadron? All this history come from where we come from in Australia, if you're from Australia. And I can say that tons of history is in the Canberra. My first grade from the capital, you always tell me many books. And I know many history. Come on. How many people in one squadron? I'm going to tell you anyway. I understand you don't know. Okay. I'm going to tell you now. Now, in one single squadron only they are 600 people with their facilities. But in Vanuatu, 26 squadrons. So this is why, ladies and gentlemen, I like to call it and keep the history. Thank you very much for your Now, anyone from the camera, I want you to see your camera so you can show your friend. One day all your friends will come and see you. Come on.